People Before Profit takes a radical view of the world and our own little patch of the world. When we're in a situation which is dominated by the constant insistence that there's been an economic crisis, there's a credit crunch, therefore we all have to tighten our belts and accept what's given to us. And in Northern Ireland, all the midstream parties, orange and green, accept this argument. Economic crisis, we all have to cut back and so forth. We don't accept it. We don't accept it. There isn't an economic crisis which couldn't be solved by a bit of fairness, by a bit of justice. You know, sort of billions of pounds poured into the banks, and the bankers awarding themselves huge bonuses at the same time as they tell us sort of the public sector pay has got to be cut, that they've no money for, you know, community services and housing estates and all the rest of it. We believe actually it needs to be challenged, and that the only people who can really challenge it are the people who are affected by it. Sort of, I mean, I'm not going into this election saying, elect me as MP and I will do X, Y, and Z. What I am saying is that we believe in grassroots organisation. We believe in people standing up for themselves, sort of collectively, and fighting back, whether that's in a factory, in a housing estate, in the school or the college where they are, wherever they're based.
We'd be mad if we let them charge us for water. As our song says, there's water falls from the air, it flows in the rivers. It doesn't have to be paid for in its natural form. Why should we allow Stormont or Westminster to make us pay for something which is absolutely necessary for life? And what is more, if there's in order to get us to pay for water, they're going to have to make people pay individually. Family by family, street by street. And if people refuse, family by family, street by street, to do any such thing, if they refuse to cough up water charges, then there's absolutely nothing that the government or anybody else will be able to do to a mass campaign like that. I mean, they can take 10 people to court, they can take 100 people to court, 1,000. They can't take a couple of 100,000 people to court. So if we all stand firm and stand together, we can defeat water charges. It's the only way to do it. So People Before Profit really is the only party in this entire election which is explaining to people in simple terms how to stop water charges. We stand for integrated comprehensive education, which is a bit of a mouthful. But what it simply means is that there's no reason in the world why little Catholics and little Protestants shouldn't learn their multiplication tables in the same room together. It's as simple as that. And there's no reason in the world why people should be selected, or children should be selected at the age of 11 or 14 or at any other age, between people who can learn complicated sums and people who have to be consigned to simple sums, divided the sheep and the goats at that age. It's absolute nonsense. We've got to divide the educational system by class and by religion in this society, and frequently between boys and girls as well. This is utterly ridiculous. If we want to have a society where we are all one, we should start with the educational system, get the bishops out of the classrooms, get bigotry and class distinction out of the educational system, and a slightly better chance at the very least of creating a better society.